everyone. Moon, I didn't mean to interrupt your live, but I figured I'd go live. It'd been a while since I've been live on this channel, and I do appreciate you sticking by me, Moon, in everything. I try to stick by you. Messing around with some alternative lighting here. See if this works. See if I can brighten this up. There we go. I don't know if that's if anyone's gonna like that or not. And really not that concerned. You know, I oftentimes go live late at night because that's about the only time I can. You know, I figure people can watch afterwards if they want to know what's going on. I try to keep my lives short and sweet, to the point, because, you know, everybody's got stuff going on, and a lot of times I tune into like the really long lives, the 3, 4, 5 hour lives, stuff like that. A lot of times I play them on my computer and let them roll, but I can't always watch the whole thing, so. I do have a new video dropping tomorrow. I want to say at 4 or 5 p.m. Central. Can't even remember how I set it up. I just did it. But I got a new video. I've been kind of editing it off and on for the last 2 months. I finally just said, hell, I'm going to get it done. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be exactly what I wanted, but I'm just going to ram it through. It's not, to me, it's going to be a good video, but not a top tier video by any means. If you caught my last year's video on backyard wildlife, this is a continuation of that. Some of the same species will be shown. Ariel, thank you for letting me know that. Is my audio sounding good? Can you tell me yes or no? Maybe so. I had Hey Lou B, how are you? New video dropping tomorrow around 5 if you're interested. If not, I know you'll catch it in the replay. I make some stabs at humor in there. I think you may like it. Thank you, Ariel. I appreciate that. I was just over at over Miami's live, and I was in there for about 20 minutes and told him I was going to go live. Thank you for that, Lou. It's just a backyard wildlife video, stuff I found on my back porch and front porch, but still some interesting critters. A lot of people been hitting me up, and you know, when I jump in their lives, they're like, you know, where have you been? You haven't made a video on this channel or went live on this channel in over a month. And yeah, I haven't. I've kind of been tied up with a life situation. I've got a dear friend of mine who is going through some health issues, and I'm trying to spend as much time with him as I can. We've been hitting a lot of concerts. The guy's a music guy, and I've actually been making videos and releasing them under the channel My So-Called Midlife Crisis Vlog. Started that channel a long time ago, a couple years ago, as a way to document my own issues with turning 50. And it was just kind of a fun channel, and 3 people watched it. I kept it on the down low. I didn't promote it. What I did was, though, I took all those videos and unlisted them, and I started uploading concert videos over there. A lot of people don't know that I do film a lot of concerts when and where I can. I'll try to make a comment in the comment section of this live later. So if you wanted to go check that out, you could. I'm definitely not pushing it or promoting it, because everything on that channel, save like 6 videos, has copyright strikes. That channel will never go anywhere. But hey, thank you for that, Ariel. I need to return that favor. But me and my friend Nobody Special, that's his handle on YouTube. We hit a lot of concerts together, and I started filming them like he was doing, just because it's kind of easy to do, easy to upload. You get a lot of people coming in that way who like might find your concert videos and stuff, and like I said, it's never going to be anything that'll be monetizable. It's just documenting the memories and the times. Hey, Fungus Queen, how are you? Glad to see you here. Glad you're around. This is telling everybody, hey, Eric B, glad to see you in here as well. I've not felt like editing video in a while. So I got into this thing with Nobody Special, and we would hit these different concerts. And being a big music lover, I got to like videotape some bands that were legendary in my book. Things like the Dead Boys came through, got to video that. Flipper, they're an old punk rock band from San Francisco. Don't think they've released an album since like 93, 94. And then they were at their height of their popularity in the 80s, and got to actually not only film their show, but hang out with them the following night at the Melvin show at the Cain's Ballroom. I understand, Fungus Queen. I kind of got to a point where I was just so busy with life and doing things with my buddy, who I'm trying to kind of do as much as I can with. We've been having a blast. We've been going to concerts, occasionally go to the casino, blow some money there, win some money there, then blow some money. We've just kind of been living life and doing the thing, and haven't really been all that interested in just cranking out a video just to crank out a video. Hey, Ariel, I've seen that notification for that collab. I'm looking forward to that. And I definitely looking forward to catching that. Yeah, Fungus Queen, it's been a good time. This kind of joint venture between me and him, he'd been doing it for like 3-4 years, and I started doing it recently, just some because he was doing it, and I like to shoot video of things. I mean, that's why I'm on YouTube. I like to make videos. I like to shoot videos, but sometimes branching out into a different field under another channel gives you a chance to explore a different niche, hook up with other creators. And last year, I filmed quite a bit of the final, what I hope is the final Kiss tour, because they're old. They do not have it anymore. God bless them. They were a great band. I got some of that out there. Earlier in the year, I got some of the Ice Cube and Snoop Dogg show. That was a fun one. We were in the nosebleeds, so the video sucked, but at least I'm kind of preserving those memories. And then recently, I think it was me and you, Fungus Queen, we were talking about the Toady show at the Cain's Ballroom, and Nobody Special taped most of that. I taped a little bit of that, and he's got almost the entire show on his channel. I'll try to get a link in the description later after this. And that's right, your son went. It was a good concert. I tell you, for me, the two highlights were seeing the Dead Boys, and Flipper on 2 different nights. The Dead Boys, their guitarist, is the only one of the original members that's still around. And that was pretty interesting, because I think 3 nights later he broke his back or something, and they had to discontinue the tour. Susie Moon opened for them. She was great. A couple of local bands were on that bill as well. They were great. Then we caught or I caught Flipper, and Flipper. Look up "Sex Bomb Baby" by Flipper. That's an old punk rock tune. And these were the guys that like inspired Nirvana and the Melvins. So a lot of people aren't familiar with Flipper, but they would be familiar with Nirvana or the Melvins. That's that heavy bass riff stuff. Definitely fun to videotape. I'll say that much. But I've been working on a couple of different videos. Like this one, Backyard Wildlife Part 2, is dropping tomorrow. It's not going to have the best edits or anything. It's got some good footage in it, and it's got a couple clips that I'm not really proud of, but what the heck, I'll throw them out there anyway. There will be a Part 3 with more reptiles and amphibians at some point. I just don't know when I'm going to sit down and edit it. I just kind of am like, I'm kind of in one of those moods where I'm going to do things when I want to do things. I don't know if any of you guys ever get in those kinds of moods. I'm definitely in one now. And this Saturday night, I want to say we're catching Starcrawler. I don't know a lot about them. I do know that the opening band, I think, canceled, and the opening band was Jack White's wife. Okay, you know Starcrawler? Or the band that was opening that has Jack White's wife. Jack White, I want to say he played in the White Stripes, or was the White Stripes pretty much, and then later the Raconteurs, I think, and then he does solo stuff. He lives here in my town, so like he's like kind of all over the place. He's kind of like the alternative rock version of Garth Brooks at this point. Either way, I'm trying to do as much with my bud as I can while we have the time, while, we can get out and do things. We caught a Coldplay live at a theater. It was like a live broadcast of one of their concerts in South America. I'm not a Coldplay fan, but it was a cool experience. But anyway, I've just kind of been branching out and doing other things. Oh yeah, I know Jason Boland. Yeah, he's interesting. Yeah, I've caught him live a few times, and I've talked to him before. I've got a cousin, interestingly enough, who's playing guitar with David Lee Murphy, who's a big country artist. Oh, I shouldn't say a big country artist. He was big in the '90s. I'll say that. He did. Tonight I'm Looking for a Party Crowd, and he did Dust on the Bottle. And my cousin is playing guitar with him right now, and kind of following all that on Facebook. Oh, by the way, Brandon, if you're watching, thanks for the free ticket hookup at the Oklahoma stop. I appreciate that. He probably doesn't even realize that I like David Lee Murphy, but David Lee Murphy was one of the country artists from the '90s I liked. The Aldi shopping expedition video, that's going to be good, Ariel. I'm surprised. Okay, over here in the States, I don't think they let you take cameras in Aldi. I think if they see you with your cell phone out and they think you're taping something, they will pitch you out of the store. We had a new Aldi open in South Broken Arrow not long. Hey Jay, good talking to you earlier. Tried to go to sleep and couldn't, so I figured I'd do a live and finish editing. Dust on the Bottle is one of my favorites as far as country goes. Yeah, actually I do, Fungus. I try not to do it on lives, but I'm just kind of having one of them nights where I don't give a flip what anyone thinks. Don't care if I sound bad. I just wanted to do a live. I was talking to Jeremy. He's in chat. I was talking to him earlier, and was gonna, and I actually tried to go to bed, and just kind of started fidgeting around and couldn't sleep, and so I figured, I talked to Moon, and he said, "Man, you haven't done a live or video on this channel." So I just recorded the audio for everything I had for tomorrow's video and set it up, downloaded it, set it as a Premiere, let it go. And I figured I'd just come on live for a bit. Looking to hook back up with, gotcha, Ariel. Yeah, I understand. I've been in places before, and I just like take pictures of things because I want to remember the prices on them. And store security bum rushes you and says, "Hey, what are you doing?" Da da da. It's like, man, I'm like making a list of things that I'm probably going to buy from you, and they're kind of so douche nozzle-ish, if that's a word. I shouldn't even use that word in my lives, but anyway, they kind of come at you with such an attitude that you're like, man, okay, I don't want to buy crap from you now. But new Aldi went up in Broken Arrow, my old hometown, and yeah, I do dip. I try not to do it during my lives, but you know, tonight I'm medicated to the hilt. I'm under a ton of stress. I'm actually on a 2-day COVID quarantine. The wife came home and was running her mother to the hospital, and they told her that she had tested positive for the COVID stuff. I don't know. Can we say that on YouTube now? Watch my channel get nuked tomorrow. I'll be like pissed. The DJI Pocket 2, so maybe not as obvious. Good idea, Ariel. I'm still kicking around whether or not I want to get one of those. But I haven't really brought myself to invest in any new video equipment lately because I've just been so hung up with other things. Oh, you've done it. Grizzly Wintergreen. I've done that stuff too. Right now I'm doing Red Sill, Long Cut Wintergreen. I tell you, my life has been a battle with addiction. I used to be a very bad alcoholic. Did my share of illegal narcotics. Haven't drank in 7 years now. I've been drug and drink free for 7 years, other than legal stuff, of course. Thank you. It kind of was causing. It's kind of causing problems in the marriage. When I drink, I get wound up. Like I don't key down. I get really, really wound up first, and people say that I'm an obnoxious jerk when I drink. So yeah, it is what it is. And the wife was like, you need to quit drinking, or I'm going to say bye. I'm going to leave. She pulled that on me, and I was kind of like, well, okay, which is more important, the booze or the marriage? So I chose the marriage. What the hell did I do? Make sure she's not listening. She's dead asleep. Exactly, Ariel. Good point. Hey, happy to hear about your sister, Fungus Queen. Definitely, that's a rough one. I've had friends caught up in that bad, and it's a real problem here in Oklahoma. Lou B, man, I don't know if you're still with us or not. I think I said hi to you. I've been catching your airplane shorts and stuff, and I caught your most recent herping video in Florida. Guys, it was a good one from Lou B. His Florida video was just he found a lot of cool stuff and some rare stuff. Go check it out. I'm not going to tell you about it. You'll have to go watch the video. Yeah, Jeremy, we covered that earlier. But I've just been running, working, going here, there, a bit of everywhere, and it's just been something else. It's been something else. But I'm kind of living life to the fullest. which the downside is I'm not making a lot of videos. It's like 29 degrees here in northeastern Oklahoma right now. And we actually still have some bugs and things moving. Man, I'm not a bug person. That will come across in tomorrow's video. It has a lot of bugs in it, but you will know I'm from that video. I'm not a bug person. I didn't know bugs could move when it got below freezing. But we had a lot of those daddy longlegs or harvestman spiders. Had a ton of those around the house, and we've even had a lot of walking sticks. I've done some YouTube shorts on those. But I've been like making a lot of shorts on my dog channel. And once again, my so-called midlife crisis vlog. I will drop a comment or a link in the comments to this below tomorrow, so anyone that wants to find it can. Once again, I'm not pushing it. It's concert video from people that most people probably either haven't heard of or few people would know of. We caught Hank Williams Jr. 4 a few nights back. My friend Nobody Special, his ex-college roommate and her husband flew in from South Carolina just to hang out for the weekend. And we were able to catch Hank 4 at the Vanguard in downtown Tulsa. And that was not a bad show at all. Not a bad show. I got a lot of that on video. He got some of it on video. We had a good time of it. Before that, not long before that, we caught Iron Maiden at the BOK Center, and he got a lot of that on tape. So it's kind of been a relatively good time. I just haven't been on YouTube, haven't been around, and you know, when you quit uploading to YouTube, you start losing time and stuff. And hey, Fungus Queen, thank you for stopping by. If I haven't hit your recent videos, trust me, I've got a list of people to catch up on. You're on that list. You saw Mantis a half hour ago. I've been seeing a lot of those, Jay. It's been seeing a lot of those. But anyway, I've just, you know, just kind of been doing life and doing what I do. And I don't know if Eric B's still with me. I've tried to catch a couple of Instagram lives he's been on. Does anyone else have problems with Instagram lives? Because it seems like every time I get logged into one, or not logged into one, but start following one, the video cuts out, something goes away, something happens. It seems like Instagram is just not real good with that yet. Either that or people's Wi-Fi connections really suck. You know, it could be one or the other. But pretty much, I saw a couple of toads a few nights ago, right before we got a massive rain. We got like 4 hours of rain the other night, and we really needed it because we've been in a bad drought here in Oklahoma. And then it started snowing. You know, I didn't expect snow in November. We normally don't get snow in early November in Oklahoma. Once again, these things do happen. I didn't know it was a problem there, Ariel, although it's probably a problem worldwide. I'll say that. Well, you guys are having summer down there, correct, Ariel? Or you're having spring? Aren't you guys the opposite of us? You're in the southern hemisphere. I'm in the northern. T-Mobile having a lot of problems. I can believe that. I had T-Mobile, and when I was in town, I had like zero problems with T-Mobile. When I was like anywhere 5 miles out of town, T-Mobile sucked. I heard they still like other people's signals and use that, and that's how they do some of their stuff. I don't know how all that works. You need to explain that to me sometime, Jeremy. You're the tech guy, not me. But anyway, just doing a quick live. Man, I'm still around. If you haven't seen me on your videos, believe me, I know who's following me, and I know, believe me, I will get you back. Just been tied up with life. Just been incredibly busy. Been much rain here in the 6 month, late spring, okay. Because we're starting to ease out of fall and move into winter here. And I know that our seasons were different. Or I knew that they were in reverse. Should I say that? But I want to say I uploaded a video to Roundup Rodeo not long ago, and it was just kind of a short, simple, very little produced kind of video. But once again, I'm just trying to get stuff out there so channels don't go dormant and things. Warm weather and flooding brings mosquitoes. Yes, Ariel. Very familiar with that. We have swarms of them up here that we fight off when we're out filming snakes and stuff. Because spring and fall to me are generally the best times to get out and film snakes. That's when they're most active. When it gets really hot in the summertime, a lot of our snakes here in Oklahoma, because we do get into the upper 90s and hundreds easily, a lot of our wildlife goes back underground or, hides out in cool places. They find a cool place and they don't leave it. So I actually don't film a lot in the summer. And I actually have a field herping video from last year. I just have got to finish it and put it together. But definitely taken some tips from some people on some things, Lou B being one of them. And definitely going to kind of work on bringing a newer feel to this channel. This channel's been rolling since, I want to say 2018. I want to say 2018 or 2017 is when I started throwing videos up over here. Still not monetized. Got the 1,000 subs. I stay at around 1,400, 1,300 watch hours. I gain 100, I lose 100. That's the way it's been. Not really that concerned with it either. I would like to make money on YouTube. I do have a monetized channel that isn't making me a lot of money right now. Let me just say that. Made me a lot for a while. Dadgum community standards, got no use for them. La Nina means floods all up the East Coast, which includes Melbourne. Okay. Ariel, I've been hearing about, I want to say it's La Nina here, or La Nina, one of them. Because, see, the last 2 winters in Oklahoma have been exceptionally cold, and we've had a lot more snow than we normally get. Generally, we get 1 to 3 inches, I want to say 1 to 3 inches of snow a year, and that's over 2 or 3 snowfalls. And I want to say last year, or maybe it was the year before, we had 8 to 12 inches of snow in some places. And Texas got hit exceptionally hard. It kind of knocked out their power grid and things, and it kind of was some bad stuff. So I don't know. Yeah, Nino here. Okay, Jay. Once again, you would know. I tell you, a buddy of mine, Pemberton Boys, their channel's on YouTube. He went into the Quartz Mountains or Gloss Mountains, some mountains down in southwest Oklahoma. I don't think he was in the... I think he stays away from the Wichita for his drone stuff because that's a no-fly zone. But he might have got a clip from there in legal airspace. I know he does everything by the book. Pemberton Boys, definitely check out his winter video, because he flew in some mountains and got some, snow and stuff that was down south west of the Lawton area. And I was definitely impressed with that. Looking forward to seeing what he does with some of that stuff. Um, Once again, gang, if you can make my video premiere tomorrow around, um, I want to say it's 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, I would appreciate it. I'm going to try and be in the chat. I've got it set for 1 minute. I don't like to leave my live chat on for, longer than a minute because it's just, all the spam bots come in and things, and those things are just getting to be such a pain in the butt. But no, I've been doing well and living life. I know Moon had asked about this channel on his live just an hour ago, and was like, man, no new videos, no lives, man, what's going on? I want to say about 3 weeks ago I did a live on Roundup Rodeo, and just I'm kind of going to do videos when I get in the mood to do them. It's just it's kind of, so far it's not really working out. I've been building this channel for 4 years, 5 years, and I wanted the goal and focus of this channel to be longevity. I consistency is one key, longevity is another. I feel like longevity doesn't get talked about on YouTube. You look at someone like Smet Logic. He's probably actually here. He's probably creeping in the background. He just hasn't said anything. But, that guy's had his channel for 14 years. He's had the same channel. I've had like 8 YouTube channels across that whole time. And looking back at it, when I had the vision for this channel, I thought, how can I make something that's going to last? How can I make something that I can be uploading to 10 years from now? Same vision, same focus on education. Try to kind of steer away from the sensationalism, although some of that may happen once in a while. I need a mannequin arm. Like, someone find me a mannequin arm. Because what I can do is I can put like this shirt on the mannequin arm, and be filming a video with a rattlesnake and get the mannequin arm bit by the rattlesnake. That might go viral. I don't know. Just sometimes I have these really crazy thoughts that's like really bad for the community, but like might be good for my views. I will say this, I have unfollowed a lot of people lately because they're doing things that, like, man, I liked your channel, now you're doing this, I don't agree with it. Don't particularly, care for some of the stuff. I mean, it's getting you the views, but at what cost? And then part of me thinks everyone else is doing it, why shouldn't I? It's kind of a push-pull, because ultimately, not everybody that uploads to YouTube wants to make it a commercial venture. A few people ever get that chance. Like, out of every YouTube channel that launches, like 1 in 10,000, maybe greater, even see monetization. So I'm uploading stuff here, and I'm still uploading stuff on Roundup Rodeo. It's just, I just haven't been in the mood to edit. Haven't had the time to shoot anything, and of course the last month was really good for reptiles and amphibians, and because of Nobody's Special situation, I didn't get out a lot. Because of stuff going on at home, I didn't get out a lot. Kind of missed the fall hognose snake run. And that kind of bummed me out a little. I was hoping to see a western hognose. I've seen plenty of easterns. I was hoping to see a western this year, but my God, I have to get away from home to do that. Gotcha, Ariel. Yeah, my first YouTube channel went up in 2010, and zero editing. I didn't have the money for editing software. I had a Sony Bloggy camera. That cameras on cell phones were like non-existent back then, at least decent ones. I had a 1080p Sony Bloggy, and that's what I started shooting with. And I want to say I had four or 5 different channels, kind of all centered around wildlife in that time. And I'm kind of thinking, if I could have kept one of them going, especially one that got a lot of traction. It never got the subs, but I had 2 or 3 videos that went like over 100,000 views. And kind of looking back, I kind of wish I'd have capitalized on that a little more. But gang, I'm starting to get tired. Exactly, Jer. At the end of the day, I do want to produce quality educational stuff that teachers will email me and say, hey, I've got my class watching your channel, they're learning a lot, can you answer questions? I like stuff like that. I like the engagement. I definitely, if you pay attention to like if you pay attention to like YouTube success and what goes viral and what doesn't, you see how like you could take like something to do with snakes, especially venomous ones, and you could make a video that would easily go viral. I kind of see how some people are doing that stuff. But at the same time, it's like even the respect of my peers isn't really that important to me anymore, because a lot of the people I used to respect are now doing things that I'm just not cool with that. But then there are other people that say, hey, I'm not cool with what you're doing. And so I'm like, I want to say it was Shakespeare that said, to thine own self be true. And probably that's where I'm going to leave it at the end of the day. I heard his 5% C monetization only one. Ariel, on Roundup Rodeo, I was making $500 a month until that one video got pulled. I made $500 a month for like 3 or 4 months. That was kind of good residual income. Hey Moon, glad you're here. I was just talking about you, saying that I was in one of your lives earlier or had visited. And Jay, thank you for getting your nephew hooked on my Instagram. You see, and that's another thing that everyone's trying to evaluate right now, is with the success of TikTok, with the success of Snapchat, with the success of Instagram Reels, and now with the success of YouTube Shorts, everybody's kind of trying to figure out, well, what way is YouTube going to go? When I first started doing YouTube back in 2010, the buzzword was, if you want people to see your videos, if you want to get views, keep it under 5 minutes. Now, these days, YouTube seems to be more focused on watch time and engagement. So, like, it's better to, put out a 10-minute video if everybody's going to watch it than a 5-minute video. My problem is I've always had a problem keeping people engaged, and I'm really not here to tell stories. It's not my focus. I would rather just focus on the stock footage kind of stuff that I do than get all wound up in telling a story. Like if I wanted to do a vlog channel, I'd do a vlog channel. And to me, some of the reptile channels are kind of getting a little more like that. You see, and Jeremy, I think part of what's going on with Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok is the vertical video thing is kind of like a new phenomenon. I personally don't like it. I like the widescreen stuff. I don't think we're going to be watching movies on vertical screens anytime soon. Although I think there are vertical TVs now. But at the same time, it's like, what's going on here is the fact that people spend three times as much time on that platform when they're watching TikToks or Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts or Snapchat videos. I don't know much about Snapchat. Yeah, actually doing life-threatening things can get a channel strikes. I totally agree. Which is really kind of funny because like you see these people doing life-threatening things on YouTube all the time, like people who are doing motorcycle stunts, bicycle stunts, and these things ratchet way up there. And then you like film someone getting bitten by a snake or something like that, and it's like, it gets flagged as offensive or something, and you're like, these people are not, they're taking the same level of risk these other people are taking, so why does it matter? I think there's some hypocrisy going on at YouTube. I even heard of a channel I follow from my dog channel. A guy named Madden Morris said something about he got a strike for going live. And he doesn't have 1,000 subs, but I didn't think you needed 1,000 subs if you were using something like Livestream. And he put on his community post that he got a hold of someone at YouTube support, and they were able to help him out and get it resolved. Jeremy, I agree that the vertical video is good for like things like teenage girls dancing, stuff like that. Still though, really, I hate to film anything vertically. I do it because it gets the views, especially for things like Instagram. And and YouTube Shorts. I mean, you can make a YouTube Short with horizontal video, but I don't think it picks up the algorithm like it does. The part of that is hashtagging it. The way it's hashtagged. But yeah, 8-minute videos for mid-roll ads. I agree, Ariel. And I'm kind of just like at the point now where it's like, I'm like I went through a phase where I started doing this for fun 2 decades ago. 2 decades ago? Oh, yeah, almost 2 decades ago. Or, yeah, probably over 2 decades ago. I can't count. It's late. I'm tired. I'm fixing to go to bed. But, yeah, I heard about that, Moon, but I heard you have to have like 1 million shorts views in a 90-day period. Now, I don't know if that's still the case, but Iron Dog covered that the other night. I don't know if you caught that live, but Iron Dog covered that. And I think can't remember who figured it out. Maybe it's Justin. Maybe it was one of the channels they follow. But I think you should be paid for shorts. I mean, if your shorts get views, I think if you could get a short that gets over 100,000 views, you deserve to make income from it. As if you want to get monetized with short video. Ah, okay. So they're delineating between the two. You can't have like a monetized channel and have your shorts be monetized and your wide format videos monetized. That's interesting, Moon. Yeah, I kind of agree, Jeremy. Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, more mobile apps. YouTube still is videos good for them. Yeah. Instagram Reels. I heard what happened was they ripped off like the TikTok business model or something. And then just kind of crafted it to their own, and it kind of, I don't know if it's more successful than TikTok, but it seems like some of the larger video creators were saying that Instagram Reels were more successful than TikTok. Although I don't know that that's true. And TikTok is looking at a federal ban. I mean, there are people in Congress trying to ban TikTok in the United States. I agree with you, Ariel. Vertical video for people sitting on the bus or train, in my opinion. That is good. Nick Nimmin, yeah, he would be the one to explain all that. I used to watch some of his videos, and if he has something I'm interested in, I go watch it. But generally, I'm a fan of his. I like his videos, but like I just don't go watch his videos unless I have a reason to. An interesting thing about TikTok that I found out is the TikTok that people see in China is not the TikTok we see in America. Someone was doing a special on this on PBS the other night, and that TikTok in China, if you're under 18, will shut off. Like after 10 minutes of viewing, like if you're under 18, you only get to see 10 minutes of TikTok a day on one device. And for adults, like it's like 40 minutes or something. Right. And basically what the commentator was kind of getting at was that TikTok was a Chinese military experiment. Gosh, I hope I don't get a strike for talking about that, but either way, I wouldn't doubt it one bit, because it is there's a lot of stupid on TikTok. There's some good stuff on TikTok that I like to watch, but 90% of it is just really in the toilet. I don't care to watch teenage girls dance and stuff like that. Maybe their moms. But and then there's some of that out there too. Maybe that. And Ariel, I go back and click on monetization for all my shorts on Roundup Rodeo, and I do add them to a playlist. And once again, I just kind of thought to do that, and I didn't have the knowledge of that being a condition for monetization, but I just kind of thought, crap, it's like, why not have people run my playlists and, catch this and that. Heck, I don't even know if lives are monetized. I would think they are, but and I've heard differing things on that. I need to do enough lives to get that figured out, and I could do that from my Roundup Rodeo channel, because it is monetized. But generally, I go on so late at night, I don't get an audience. I know not to be full of myself, because believe me, I'm not. But I know if I went on at like 7 or 8 in the evening, I would have like probably 3-4 times the number of people that are in here now in here. And I totally get, like, I will go back and watch someone's live. If I'm into your channel, I will watch your live after the live. I have to do that a lot because sometimes I just can't catch things live. But I also know some people that really don't like doing that, and they're just like, no, if I can't catch it live, I'm out. And I'm like, well, I understand that too. So, neither here nor there. China video games under 18, 30 minutes a day. Wow. I wonder what they know about this stuff, Jeremy, that we don't. Personally, I do think that like too much TikTok or too much Instagram Reels or too much Snapchat or whatever could actually like mess with your head a little. Because there's just not a lot of things of value on those platforms. I mean, it's just stupid entertainment. And kids today have horrible problems with their attention spans. And maybe the shorts craze, and hell, maybe YouTube itself is partly to blame for that. I can't think of the last time I sat down and read a book for more than 10 minutes. And I'm notorious for starting to read a book and like stopping halfway through and either never going back and finishing it or finishing it 6 months later. And because I do actually like to read, I just don't make a lot of time for it. The theory they put out is low steady scores. Gotcha. Yep, if you set the dollar on lives, you do get ad revenue. Yeah, I know I have that set on my lives on my Roundup Rodeo channel, but I don't see where it's really benefited me any. But then again, like I said, I lost that one video that was making the money, and now it's like, I've got like $3 at all times sitting in a YouTube account, Ariel. So I'm blessed to be a YouTube creator that doesn't have to worry about that. I mean, like, I know some people who follow me do rely on their lives for their income. And if I find that out, I try to make sure to get their videos played. So, that being said, don't tell everybody that, because then everyone will start telling me that, and I'll try to help everybody, save the world, and it won't work out good for me. Gang, I am starting to, excuse me, fade out. So I am going to go to bed, hit the sack, be out of here, and I will be in touch with y'all soon. Thank you guys for stopping by my live. Jeremy, you're in my thoughts, bud. I'm glad we got to talk earlier. Normally, we're not talking on the phone till like now. But anyway, okay, Moon. I will. I have watched some of Nick Nimon's stuff before. He is a master when it comes to explaining YouTube stuff. And I used to watch Roberto Blake like religiously, and Brian G. Johnson, but I kind of let him fall off the radar. This is small print and actual books usually sucks. I hear that. I generally read some news articles off sites, or read Facebook posts, or stuff, or Twitter stuff. I found out how to access a lot of research and things on Twitter, and that's kind of been my jam lately. I read a lot of scientific papers on snakes that are like in databases that you either have to have access to, paid access to, or you get free access if you're a student of that college, but if you're not, you have to pay for access. But there's a site, I want to say it's called Sci-Hub, sci-hub.com, and I think they're like pirating like all this stuff, because stuff that is normally behind a paywall, that is like high level PhD research, is like found on there for free, and it's kind of like, it seems like kind of a Napster concept. But gang, for those of you who stopped by, thank you for stopping by. If you caught 10 minutes of the live, I appreciate it. If you caught 5, I appreciate it. If you stuck with me through the whole thing, I appreciate it. But gang, I am going to go get some sleep now. Thank you guys for watching, and new video tomorrow, maybe slightly entertaining, a couple of funny parts in there. The Elon Pet Project. Jay, are you talking about Sci-Hub, or are you talking about something else? Because I've not heard of this. Oh, Twitter. Okay, yeah. Twitter's interesting. I have a Twitter account. My old Twitter account got suspended for like a year and a half. I must have did something really wrong. Who knows? But like the app popped up the other day, and like I was like able to get on it, and it's kind of like, wow, like it's not the Twitter I remembered, and not that I was a huge fan. But I do remember one of the guys from the wildlife department here telling me about like there were certain forms of research that you could find on Twitter, gets published on Twitter, that really doesn't hit anywhere else but the academic databases that are pay per use. And some of those articles, like one article, one 7-page scientific paper, peer reviewed, signed off on by a biologist, can be $39.99. It just really gets ridiculous. But anyway, Moon, thank you for stopping by. Jay, thank you for stopping by. Ariel, Eric B. I know Eric B was in here. Sorry we didn't get to talk more. Thank you for stopping by. Lou B, thank you for stopping by. Fungus Queen, Exotic Pets and Feedings. Always good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Gang, I'm going to kill it. And you guys have a good Thursday, Friday, whatever it is. I'll be seeing you around.